In the last 2.5 years, it's become evident that the Russian conventional military might have been overestimated by the world. Instead of a short, decisive war, Russian forces are still unable to subdue Ukraine. Importantly, Kyiv now even controls significant Russian territories with its surprise Kursk offensive. One of the very big failures is that Russian Aerospace Forces, or VKS, has still not been able to stamp its authority over the Ukrainian skies. This shouldn't have been the case, since Ukraine had very limited combat aircraft and mainly depended on ground-based air defense. When Russian forces faced trouble in the aerial domain, it was believed that Russian President Vladimir Putin would unleash one of the so-called trump cards, the Su-57 Felon, and impose air superiority over Ukraine. However, this has not been the case. The Su-57 has been utilized in the conflict to a very limited degree. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why the Su-57 is nowhere to be seen, even as Russia struggles to control Ukraine. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted VPN brands worldwide that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte, an industry-leading Big Four auditing firm. NordVPN provides an encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy by preventing external entry to your internet traffic, as well as enabling you to access content that's blocked based on geolocation. Best of all, with one NordVPN account, you can secure up to 6 devices at the same time. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive savings by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The Sukhoi Su-57 is touted as the 5th-generation fighter with stealth features. It's a single-seat, twin-engine, jet, multi-role fighter aircraft designed for air superiority and ground attack operations. It's the successor of the Su-35 and Russia's response to the American F-35 Lightning II and F-22 Raptor. Its prototype first flew on the 29th of January 2010, and it's seen limited operational deployment in Syria. But all is not well with the program, and there's no serial production as of now. The program is delayed by a decade from the initial timeline. Russia is upgrading its strategic assets like ICBMs, and Su-57 was not the priority. In February 2017, Deputy Defense Minister Borisov himself acknowledged that the required funding for serial production of Su-57 might only start coming in the 2018 to 2025 State Armament Plan. Russia only has about 30 of these, of which 10 are test beds, so there's not enough to make a meaningful impact. As per some reports, the Russian Su-57 has an RCS of 0.05 square meters, which makes it around 500 times larger on the radar when compared to F-22, and at least 10 times when compared to F-35. Even Russian experts have reservations. Russian military analyst Vladimir Tuchkov has argued that the Su-57 does not fully meet the criteria for a 5th-generation fighter, particularly in terms of stealth capabilities. He pointed out that the aircraft's engine nozzles are not integrated into the fuselage, increasing its radar visibility. Tuchkov also noted that the Su-57 uses fewer composite materials compared to other stealth fighters, which further diminishes its radar evasion capabilities. Similarly, Russian defense analyst Alexei Ram emphasized that the Su-57 lacks the advanced stealth technology found in Western fighters like the F-22 Raptor. He observed that the Su-57 has a larger radar cross-section than the F-22, making it more detectable by enemy radar systems. Interestingly, the fighter jet was rejected by India for technical shortcomings, including unconvincing stealth characteristics. India was looking for a customized variant of Su-57 for its Air Force and had put in significant funding. The country wanted to acquire around 150 jets, but backed out eventually. Turkey had also shown interest in the aircraft, but ultimately didn't follow through. Su-57 still has a long way to go when it comes to achieving combat readiness. For example, a powerful and reliable engine is needed. Initially, the Saturn AL-41F turbofan engine was chosen, but later it was clear that it was simply not powerful enough for the purpose. In December 2017, for the first time, an Su-57 flew with a new engine, the Saturn STEALTHY 30, meaning Product 30, or AL-51F1, which is more powerful. Saturn, the manufacturer of the engine, claimed that the STEALTHY 30 would be ready for serial production by 2019, but it's not worked out, and its introduction may take a few years more. As per the latest reports, it's still not ready for serial production. Apart from the engine, Russia is facing challenges in almost all aspects: mission systems, sensor fusion, software, and systems integration. International sanctions on Russia's defense industries have made it far more difficult for Russia to source the Western avionics and microelectronics that have been essential components of its advanced fighter and attack aircraft cockpits. Weapons export is a key avenue for getting foreign inflow for Russia. Russia accounts for nearly 19% of worldwide weapons shipments. However, according to the latest Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, or SIPRI, report titled Trends in International Arms Transfers, Russian arms fell by 26% between 2012 and 2016, followed by a steep fall in its global share from 24% to 19% between 2017 and 2021. The Ukrainians have been using different types of Soviet-origin medium-range air defense systems like the S-300 and several kinds of Western systems like American-supplied Patriot and Germany-donated Iris-T. If the Ukrainians destroy even one or two Su-57s, it'll be a disaster for Russia, and this is not impossible. For instance, the Su-35S, which is relatively new, having been introduced into service only in 2014, has been shot down in Ukraine. It wasn't in service 14 years ago during the Georgia War, in which Russia suffered some unexpected aerial losses, and it was expected that such a new frontline fighter would incorporate the learnings and be able to counter Soviet-era air defense systems in Ukraine. But it's clear that this is not the case. Viewers may note that 3 countries, Egypt, Indonesia, and Algeria, have already rejected Su-35S due to technological problems. The potential downing of the Su-57 could be a hammer blow for the Russian aircraft export ambitions, and hence Russia is protecting it by not sending it to war. The Su-57 has 2 tandem main internal weapon bays, approximately 4.4 meters or 14.4 feet long and 0.9 meters or 3.0 feet wide, and 2 side weapon bays with triangular section fairings under the fuselage near the wing root. Su-57 is supposed to be equipped with next-generation weapons. For example, the KMD STEALTHY 300 is expected to replace the R-74M2 for short to medium-range air-to-air combat, whereas the STEALTHY 810 missile, which is an upgrade of R-37M, is deemed to take on longer-range strikes. But all these weapons are still under development. Using Su-57 to lob bombs like UMPK Fab 1500 M54, which has to be carried externally, is risky, as its already questionable stealth characteristics will be compromised even further. It's to be noted, unit cost of Su-57 is likely around $50 to $70 million.
Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.